I'm 12 years old, my mother sinks into her depression. Her own bad childhood resurfaces like a drowned corpse. While she sleeps and drinks and gets hospitalized, I line my eyes and paint my mouth dark. I want to offer my face and skin repainted for recognition. A new breast, a hip thrust. For Sammy and John and Armando and Shannon to notice me, to teach me to shoplift lip gloss and cigarettes, to take me into the wash and hold hands, smoke, tongue each other's mouths and tell all the secrets, and cry drunk and feel a safety day. Or maybe it begins here. I'm 18. I have a boyfriend. This is a real thing. At 18, I believe it is the most real thing possible. Anthony is 27, a bass player from Philadelphia with dark hair and pale eyes, who pours me glasses of rum and lifts me over his shoulder and throws me down in his wide white bed. I move into his house across the highway from the airport. I work 2 jobs. Mornings at the coffee shop, steaming silver pitchers of milk with a machine that collects brown skins of burned milk fat that must be soaked and scrubbed from the steam arms. Nights at the diner, where I stave my hunger with plastic cups of lemony diet soda and lay down ceramic plates of gravy-drowned potatoes and pot roast, all-you-can-eat spaghetti and chef's salad thick with chunky orange dressing on the counter that is lined with single men who lean over their daily specials and fork the food into their mouths as if eating is its own kind of work. When they're finished, they look up at me. They say, "Hey, Blondie, you sure look good tonight." I'm wearing my uniform, black skirt, red t-shirt, nylons. I smile. I blush and giggle a shorthand evasive flirt, anticipating their tip dollars, adding them in my head. I have plans to move to San Francisco, to start college. I've won a poetry scholarship, $2,000. But Anthony is short on rent. Then he needs his car fixed. He needs help with the electric bill. I pay for these things with my scholarship money, and with my tips, I buy us groceries. I cook us enchiladas, use a dish towel to pull the glass pans from the oven. Before my 19th birthday comes, I've given all of the money to him. This happens just before or after I turn 19. It's March or May, and we're in bed. I'm straddling him. He reaches up to touch my breast, and he says, "You're so beautiful, people would pay to look at you." Then he tells me about Junior, his friend who is looking for young girls to pose nude for a college co-ed's website. "I know you need money," Anthony says, "for school." He pauses for a moment. The window is open above the bed, and we're lying next to each other now. It's spring in San Diego, and there's a breeze, and the white cotton comforter feels like a net, something holding us. I'm sleepy and flushed, and Anthony's voice lifts above me into the dim air between the bed and the ceiling. Junior says he'll pay me a finder's fee, $50, but I wouldn't even keep it. I'd give it to you, to pay you back. Or I can tell it like this. I'm 18, and I'm in love with Sarah Marmonio. She is Anthony's ex-girlfriend, and we meet first at one of the pressed-in house parties full of spilled beer and red-shaded light, where Anthony and his band play so loud and beat-heavy, and everyone is dancing in a way that makes me nervous, makes me want to dance with them, and also to hide. So I just walk through the rooms to sit on the couch or the front steps. I wear my shirts cut low and swallow more rum. Sarah is in there among the bodies. She's dressed in a slip dress and a fake fur coat, and her hair and lips are the same color red. Later, another night, she'll stop by alone, and I'll watch her at the kitchen table, sitting in one of the old metal chairs, shading her lips with a red pencil before smoking a cigarette, drinking a beer, and then we'll be in Anthony's bed together. I'll be kissing her mouth, and then between her legs, where I don't know what I'm doing, but I want the taste of her. Metallic and wet, and the stubble of her shaved labia, and her breasts that are soft, softer than mine. Anthony will be there too, in bed with us, but I'll ignore him. I'll watch her body move, and listen to her caught breath, and in the morning, the way she pulls up her skirt, the way the thin fabric slides up her thighs. It will be Thanksgiving morning, and she'll leave. She'll say, I gotta go to Tina's. We're gonna cook a turkey if it kills us. Today, it's me and Tina against the world. Later still, it will be December, and another party, and Sarah in a black dress, holding a red cup and sitting on the floor, leaning against the end of the bed, her hair behind her and her dress fanned across the carpet. We have the door closed. On the other side of the door, there's all the noise, but in here, it's just us. I want to kiss her, but I'm too scared. Instead, I listen while she tells me about the disciplinary camp she was sent to at 15, and the time when she was living in Los Angeles and she pawned her gold bracelet to buy toilet paper. She pulls a bottle of silver glitter nail polish from her purse. My mother sent me this, she says. The color is called Psycho, so I guess it made her think of me. And another time at her house in Mission Beach, in her cluttered bedroom, her white tank top and no bra and a mason jar of vodka and ice, us sitting cross-legged, facing each other on her bed, and she shows me a picture of herself at the strip club where she used to work. In the picture, she's wearing a tall boot, and the flash glares against the vinyl and against the white of her eyes and teeth. I'm looking at the shadows that demarcate her shoulder and thigh muscles, her breasts and collarbone, and the way she grins lazy at the camera, her gaze somewhere outside of the frame, her face sweet and distant, like no one could touch her ever. On stage, I could be anyone, she says. I just dance however I felt that day. If I felt crazy, I just danced crazy.